Hi, Jenny here. Today is Tuesday, January 2nd. Happy New Year. So, yep, we are into 2024 now. So, not much is on the calendar for the moment, which is nice still, yay. This last weekend was a good weekend. Obviously we had New Year's in there. So on New Year's Eve, on that Sunday, I actually had a little bit of energy. Was doing well. My husband had to go deliver clean laundry back to my mom, and so I asked if I wanted to come with. And I thought, well, seeing as she lives just right around the corner from us, so it was like a minute drive. It's like a 5-minute walk, if that. And so I thought, yeah, I can handle that. So he loaded me up in the car, and we took a little ride over there, and got to her house. Didn't tell her, so it was a surprise. So he came in, and she was all like, yeah, hi. And then my daughter came walking through, and and she was like, oh, hi. And then I came walking through, and she jumped up from her chair and started crying. And so that was very sweet. It was very nice to see her. It's been almost a month. So nice for her to finally get to see me since surgery and all that good stuff, and see me in person and not just on the phone. Talking, really, we haven't even video chatted, so that was very neat. It kind of made her New Year's Eve. So that was good, and then came home, watched the ball drop in New York, and I found it interesting that Ryan Seacrest was giving some of the details about the crystals of the ball and whatever, and said that I guess the words for next year are rebirth and resilience. And my husband was all like, hey, that's you. And I said, oh my God, that's me. I'm like, rebirth? I've been rebirthed, this year into this new body. And so I've got resilience. You gotta, keep going. We're gonna make it through all this. So that was good. Sunday also was nice. I didn't really have any gas. That's kind of finally dissipating, that I'm having less gas pains. And also, I guess that's still all healing more so and better, so that's good. And yeah, so it was good for Sunday. So Monday I decided, well, I'm going to try an Ensure drink again, because for whatever reason, this time now with the colostomy, the Ensure drinks are giving me more gas. I didn't have any problem with the ileostomy. I know I wasn't having any pain or anything. And I know one of the big things is for helping to heal with the surgery and stuff, they're all like protein, a lot of protein. So the Ensure drinks have a lot of protein in them. And so I drank an Ensure drink, and sure enough, within a couple hours, whatever, I had such bad gas pain, I felt like throwing up. So my husband kind of got me up, and we walked a little, and and I burped and burped and burped and burped, and then I felt better. So I keep trying, and I keep thinking too, as the intestines even heal more, you're supposed to also be able to, eat more different things, or things you couldn't eat before, now you can, so you can't keep trying them. So I'm still keeping trying, but we shall see. That's no fun, but got that done. And then yesterday was shower day and bag change day. And all that. So shower went well. It's so nice to not have that drain hanging off anymore, that I can shower without Wayne hanging onto it and stuff. And so that's good. And then we changed the ostomy bag, and we were thinking again, took our phone up there to take a picture, because I'd had this one goobery area hanging on to the stoma. And so we were thinking that I'd have to make an appointment for a wound care ostomy nurse for the wound care department to change my bag and look at that and take care of that little bubble of whatever it was, and or to see, because every time, the last couple times we've changed the bag too, it's bled a little bit, knowing that, well, I'm on these blood thinners, and so the stoma is bleeding. It's bleeding around the area, and that's different from when I had the ileostomy. I wasn't on blood thinners, so that was just fine. I may have had a little bleeding here and there, but again, that was just normal, and it was no big deal, and it wasn't all the time. whereas these last two changes were just more kind of bloody, and then by the time, the bag would look fine when I was upstairs, and I'd come down and it would be bloody. And I was like, oh. So this time, took the bag off, and that one all went fine, and we took, we're doing a little bit of the cleanup and stuff, and then that little goober thing came off. We didn't bleed as much, and it was awesome. And I didn't have any blood by the time I came downstairs. There was no blood, so it was like, woo! It was a good day. Wayne and I were super happy about that. So don't have to make an appointment. We're going in the right direction. So Friday is my last blood thinner shot. And then after that, that should all go back. That should be more normal, get back to normal changes, and be comfortable with everything going on with that. So that's really good. And also then with doing that change, that's the only thing we have to do. I've got steri strips still along my staple line. Those are supposed to kind of fall off on their own. They're still hanging on, doing okay. But the redness in my stomach area that I'd had there, that has gone away. So there too, that's nice. I kind of figured that it seemed more that it was red from the irritation of the staples being in my stomach than like an infection type thing. So, so that's good. That's all, healing nicely too, slowly, but healing. What else? I slept in bed last night. I was going to see how that was going to go, because even still being on the couch, I have my moments of time where I still have had tears every day. Yesterday was the best so far. Again, we've had progress. We've seen progress. I had less pain yesterday, so that was good. But still, even just laying on the couch, having my shirt even on my stomach, sometimes it hurts. And having the blankets then on there, it just hurts. So sometimes just laying still is helpful. But even sometimes with that, it hurts. And so just finding a way to be comfortable. And then most nights, again, I'm still not allowed to sit, so I'm standing for this video. I was going to try to kneel, and that was just not comfortable. I'm like, I will stand. I'm still laying. I'm, laying on the couch, I still get up every couple hours, and I walk, I go to the bathroom, I do some laps in the house. So I've started counting. I was doing, 5 way in the beginning. I'm up to 10 now. And, but still, so by the time, bedtime comes around, it's like I've already laid here all day. And so now I'm, again, I'm uncomfortable. I've got more laying to do to sleep. So that's usually more so when the tears come. I'm just uncomfortable. And but yesterday was pretty good. It was, a lower pain day, so I thought, well, I'll try sleeping in bed. So I did that for the first time. And it went okay. I went up to bed at like 11:15. I rolled around until 1 o'clock when I'm still doing Tylenol, because I'm still having the pain. I'm still doing the Tylenol every 6 hours. And after that, I finally fell asleep for a little till probably 3:30. Rolled around till like 4. I don't check my clock, my phone. I'm like 4 o'clock. Fell asleep again until like 5:36 when my husband got up. I heard him showering. And fell asleep again until like 7. And then it's time again for my shot and Tylenol. And so I came down to the couch, and I'm like, oh, that was comfortable. So yeah, I did that. And that was good. So the only other thing that we still have going on is doing dressing changes in my butt. I'm not having, like I said, the thing I was supposed to look out for was having like big gushes of fluid or anything leaking out, and I'm not having that. In the type pad that I wear, there's like maybe a tablespoon of fluid that comes out for a 24-hour period. So that's good. So what my husband has to do is, we got from the hospital, is this tiny little dressing. So it's like, I don't know, an inch. And so we take this out about 5 inches and then fold it over. I'll drop it. This is all sterile. So we fold it over, cut that, and then take that amount of dressing, and then we have this fluid that he has to soak it in. It's just wound solution. And so he takes this and he drizzles it all over the gauze and kind of squeezes it out so it's not soaking wet. And then forms takes that and forms a U shape, like a U shape with it, and then kind of puts it in my butt area. So that, yeah, goes in the U, and he puts that in there, and we let it sit. It hasn't fallen out at all and stuff, so that sits in there for a day. So we change that every day. And sometimes when he takes it out, they may start to clot, because again, I'm on the blood thinner, so I've got some bleeding going on. And he's taken that out, and I could feel a little tug, and it's like, well, we broke the clot. And then it bleeds a little bit and whatever, and when he puts the new gauze in there. So supposedly there is a little bit of area, because I'm like, how is it supposed to heal? What needs healing? There is a little area in there yet that I guess could heal a little bit more. That'll, a little bit of a divot that will heal a little bit more. So yeah, we put all that in. Being a female, I've got, pads in the house. I do some overnight pads that go up the butt higher, so that'll block that area and catch it. Otherwise, the hospital did give us these other pads. So when I was at the doctor's office on Thursday, and she had changed everything, even though I was wearing a pad, she put this extra one in. I think I just had a regular pad on, so it wasn't going up high enough. So there are these other pads. So she had put one of these then in my underwear too, so this would catch any leaking fluid. So we got a bunch of these too that we could use if we wanted to. And or again, obviously if you're a guy, then you have this type of gauze of what you would use to catch any fluid. Other than that, things are going fine. Day by day, still one day at a time. Still slower than what I expected, what I hoped. But it's going fine. Healing is happening. I did read too, like even with the butt wound thing, that it can take up to 6 weeks to kind of heal, and up to 9 months before you can really like sit comfortably without pain. So again, that's a long journey. I'm on, oh Lord, I don't even know yet, 4, because I had the 3 weeks without sitting, and I'll have another week and a half, so that'll be 4.5. So we'll see, even if at that point in time, if I'll be allowed to sit or not, if they want more healing to go on. So again, then just taking it one day at a time. Whenever how it's gonna go, it's gonna go. So still have a little bit of neuropathy in the fingers. Much better. It's just enough to notice it, so that's good. Right foot is pretty good. Left foot, I feel it a lot more, especially to the outside. Like the big toe seems pretty good. Maybe the second toe and the outside of the foot, I've got a lot of numbness type stuff going on, which again, I feel either walking or even laying down. If I'm laying in one position for a while and trying to move, it's like, oh, that foot feels kind of goofy. But there's that. Like I said, the gas pain is dissipating, so that's going better. As far as eating, I'm trying to, so again, add more foods in, try to get more fruits and vegetables, starting to try to do that right now and get back to more of a real food type diet instead of the kind of processed foods. But again, it'll all happen slowly but surely. So I think that's about it for this update. Of course, once I finish this, then I'll go, oh wait, I was going to talk about this and this. But I tried. I made some notes, try to remember everything I wanted to talk about. So hopefully that's it. Again, hopefully if any of you are going through anything similar to this is helpful. This is what I'm going through. It may or may not happen to you, but that's again part of why I'll put my journey out there and what's happening with me, that again may help someone else. So thank you again for following along. I really super appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the prayers. I still think about that often. Again, last night again, as I lay there and whatever, I bring all the prayers in and cover myself with that, with the healing energy to help me get through this challenge myself. So I hope you are doing very well. I hope you have a very healthy and happy, prosperous new year. Get some things done that you want to do, make lots of memories. So you guys, keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.